Player puzzle.
Player puzzle. Out here puzzling.
It's a good one this week, I think. With so many drummers out there, it's hard to tell the difference. But some stand out so well that they're absolutely recognizable. In Player Puzzle, we'll provide 3 hints to see if Adam can guess who's playing. Let's see if we can stump him today.
Never. What's our first audio file here? Player puzzle number 1?
Our first audio file is labeled Dayman.
Dayman. Any Sunny fans out there? That is the jam. All right, here we go. Hint number 1. Some aggressive Latin. Man, it's tough because it's Latin, so I'm going through in my head of different Latin drummers, but also that was very aggressive, like very loud, not the normal dynamic level of a lot of Latin players. I do have one guess in mind, but we're gonna need a lot. We're gonna need a lot more. What's our next hint here? Is that this photo?
Well, we can do a little quote from this drummer.
Oh, okay, that's right. We got our little fun fact.
Little fun fact. It wouldn't be a fun fact, but is a quote today. If you are trying to discover your own style, it's best for it not to be contrived, because nobody wants to watch somebody pretend to be someone else. So, if you are trying to pull from yourself, I think you have to pull from your own interests. And if those lay outside of your field, then you just have to find a way to integrate it.
I love that, for sure. We've talked about that on this podcast before, too, right? About
outside influences?
Outside influences, yep. Yeah, absolutely. And oftentimes that means not the drum industry, which it sounds like this drummer is sort of hinting around, but I really like that. I like that. I don't think enough people express that. And actually, the closing message of this podcast is somewhere in that ballpark of like the individualistic nature of playing music and how to develop your own style. We'll leave that aside for now. We'll circle back to that one. But I like that quote and wholeheartedly agree. Absolutely. Though it only tells me that I like this person, but not so much who they might be.
I thought you might know the way that this person speaks and is articulate in their speaking.
That's pretty articulate, yeah.
Possibly able to kind of grab from that. And the kit photo is going to seal it, man. It's always like my downfall with this segment.
Okay. Let's see. Let's pop up on our kit photo here, also labeled Dayman.
Yes.
Ooh, Meinl. Okay, so that is tricky. Do we have a snare brand? It's a very weird snare. It's like a wooden snare, wooden hoop, but big. Looks like a 15-inch wooden snare. And then the toms have T-shirts over them. Man, I almost, yeah, my one guess, the good guess is definitely not right. I'm also seeing Vader. That throws me off. I feel like I can't name a ton of Vader artists off the top of my head. Remo, Meinl, drum set's a mystery. It's covered up by T-shirts. I think I'm pretty well stumped. I really don't know. I don't have a guess. I don't have a guess for this.
You got to guess. That's the thing.
Oh, man.
If you want to give yourself a fair chance, you have to guess.
Shooting in the dark. Let's see. Oh, let me do audio one more time. One more time, because that was a confusing one.
All right.
Let's play it one more time. Man, it's so tough. Man, that doesn't help. Yeah, I do not have a guess. No kidding. I don't have one.
I think we stumped him, ladies and gentlemen.
You stumped me.
The drummer today, the first drummer, we'll have another one that might stump you. Eric Improda.
Eric Improda, really?
Yep.
Man, you picked such a tricky audio clip. The aggression was very obvious, but I've never heard, I really can't think of any examples that I've heard of him playing Latin. before.
Yeah, which was very lucky that I found that clip. Was in a Remo Artbeat like promotional video.
Okay.
Where he did a little solo, and that was the only section of that solo that I was like, this
That
might
doesn't sound
work.
like him at all.
This might work. So yeah, and then that quote was pulled from the same video as well.
And we've referenced him in that conversation. He's one of the guys who talks about that a lot, about whether it's basketball or skateboarding or any other type of field, right? That's where he draws a lot of his influences.
Or art, which is how he kind of got that deal with Remo, is he did that whole art beat collection, and it was his art, and yeah,
absolutely. My favorite example, or rather a discussion him and I've had before, is he does, what does he call it, like ADD drumming video, something
attention deficit drumming.
Yeah. And the idea was, you know, he would watch skate videos. I grew up skateboarding as well and watched skate videos. And what they do is they take just the best parts and they clip them all together really quickly. And it makes it way more watchable, because if you just go to like, I don't know, where pro skateboarders are skateboarding, it's a whole lot of sitting around or missed attempts at doing a trick. It's a lot of downtime. It's not entertaining. You don't really want to see that. And so he took this concept from the skateboarding industry that you would take only the best cuts, edit them down, and then post that as sort of like a fast-paced compilation video. He brought that into the drum industry. It's just a really easy example of like, this is the kind of thing you can do when you have that conversation about mixing your influences and bringing other elements from other industries into the drum industry. And I think cool things happen when you do that. So I am curious, looking at this picture, what is that snare? Is it a Tama SLP?
I think it might be like an old Tama
older
or
Tama.
Maybe just like a weird PDP snare. It was a picture taken from his Instagram when he was recording a Night Versus album from forever ago. So the hats are weird, like the hi-hats are weird in that picture. And I don't know what the towels are for. I mean, obviously for muting, but I don't know what Night Versus song it was a part of, or if that even made the cut.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, shout out Eric, shout out Night Versus, Nick DePiero, Riley, that whole crew. They've stayed at our house before. Good friends, good people. And hell yeah, that was a good one. I can't believe you got me on him too. He's one that I feel like I normally could guess too, but that was the clip was so tricky. That was a good one, man.
Yeah. All right, cool. Round two. Hoping for a knockout punch with this one.
Okay.
Go ahead and click on Handkerchief.
Handkerchief. Here we go. So I do have a guess based off of that one, but it's weird because that actually was Eric and Proda-ish, right? You know, in the sort of that heavy-ish style. So I feel like we're in the ballpark.
Can I do the same drummer twice? Nobody ever said the rules, did they?
Surprise, it's Benny Greb again.
I could do that.
Let's see. So, I do have a guess. For anybody playing along at home, I'll say that this guy is Australian in his ethnicity. Is it an ethnicity? I don't know. Country of origin? I don't know. Yeah. There are indigenous Australians. I don't know if that's what this guy is. Anyway, he's from Australia. So
your guess is that he's from Australia.
That's my guess right now. Okay. But I won't say his name. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who has a better guess. We'll see. I don't know. What's our next hint here?
Well, he's from Clearwater Beach, Florida.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
and he joined his first band at 14 years old.
Okay. From Florida.
Uh-huh.
How far is Clearwater from here?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, not that far.
Yeah. Outside of Tampa. So maybe think what's huge in Clearwater, Florida.
Clearwater, Florida has a big metal scene. The further down south you go, you definitely get more metal-ish. There's a lot of who's from here? Trivium is from Orlando.
Really?
Trivium is from here, yeah. Or Underoath. Underoath was from Tampa, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a whole bunch of obscure metal comes out of Florida. It's like weirdly a metal state in a lot of ways.
Okay. This is me helping you, by the way, because I've never done it, but this is me helping you.
Okay, so Clearwater, Florida, and it's metal. Probably grew up playing metal. So it's not my original guess. Definitely not Australia. Let's go hint 3. Let's try it out.
That's that kit photo, man. Go ahead and click on that kit photo.
Kit photo. Ooh, what is this?
Whoa.
What is this drum set? So the first thing that caught my eye was this weird... Okay, so the floor tom has like single lugs with tension rods that are like 8 inches long coming out either side of the lug.
He has a big tom.
That's such a weird way to make a drum, right?
That's like my toms.
They're like that?
Yeah.
How long are the tension rods? They're that long?
Oh, yeah. They're like 11 inches long. They're huge.
Weird. I guess there's no real downside to doing that.
No.
Yeah, like what's the problem with the long tension rod? It's not that big of a deal.
It's just the lug type is centered for, I don't know, for sound or something like that.
Well, less contact is the reason you would do that, right?
Less holes drilled in the shell.
Yeah, less stuff on it. Yeah, it's an interesting look for sure. That finish on this kit is throwing me off. I mean, I want to say Gretsch Ludwig, somewhere around there. They look a little old. And then we have Meinl. But man, this is such a crazy simple setup. Not only is it very simple, it's also very spread out. It's wide, like big gaps between the hi-hats and the snare, and even the snare and the floor tom, like big gaps. The crashes are very high and open and spread out. So that gives me like strong rock vibes, that this is like very much a rock drummer. And that's a fairly big theater, looks like there. So a big band. I see a DW throne, but the kit doesn't seem to be a DW. Let's play this audio clip one more time. I'm circling back. Let's see. So I have a guess that I don't think is right, but I think it's the closest I'm going to come to. Given that style, Meinl, though I don't know what date the photo was taken. That makes it even trickier. And Florida. I'm going to toss a guess out there. I don't think it's right, but I think it's the closest I'm going to get to it. I'll say Aaron Gillespie.
It is Aaron Gillespie.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
No way. I can't believe I got that.
So the metal scene hint was totally what did that for you. As soon as you said Under Oath, I was like, he's going to get it.
I didn't know they were from Clearwater specifically. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, at least he's from Clearwater. I don't know if the band is collectively from Clearwater. Maybe Tampa area.
Sure.
Biggest metal scene in the country over there.
Man, that was a good one. I can't believe I got that right. I was not that confident.
Yeah, he that audio clip was from a Memphis Drum Shop video like 11 years ago.
Wow.
Where he's just like thrashing. The kit photo was from before he was a Zildjian artist.
Gotcha. I was going to say, I know he doesn't play Meinl anymore, but he was.
He was a Meinl artist for a long time.
Fun fact, he was the first time I ever saw Meinl Cymbals was in either it was in 06. I went to Warped Tour. I was 15, 16 years old. Like mom dropped me off at Warped Tour kind of thing. Careful doing that one, parents.
Not anymore. No longer a thing.
Yeah, right. But I went there and we were like right up against the gate, just getting smashed by a crowd of sweaty teenagers.
Oh yeah.
And it was awesome. And I remember seeing the like weird M on his cymbals. Yeah. And was like, I don't know what that is. I had never heard of it before. So
I thought it was the M&M logo.
Yeah, I thought it was like I don't know what I thought it was actually. I was just confused. Like, that's not a giant Z.
Well, that's not a Zildjian cymbal. Yeah. That looks weird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was a super OG Meinl artist from long before Meinl had. Well, I mean, it might have been around a very long time, but they weren't like a staple in metal or by any means at that particular point in time. But you know what got me in the audio clip was the dotted eighth notes on the kick drum. Yeah, that's a thing he's been doing for like 15 or 20 years. So that Tampa metal and the spacing of the kit kind of, that was a rough one. Almost didn't get that. Yeah. That was a great one, man. That was killer.
All right. Well, I didn't stomp you on that one, but 1 for 2.
1 for 2.
And I think That's 2 stumps overall?
2 stumps total. So Royster and then Eric and Proda. And the Royster one, he's such a chameleon. Like, you could probably stump me again with him. But Eric, that was a tall order. I feel like I would have been able to have gotten him. That was a good one though, man. That was a good one. Well played.
Yeah, there's lots of other drummers that I'm gonna hopefully stump you on. They'll come soon.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Thank you for watching this clip from the Orlando Drummer Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more lessons like this one, masterclasses, interviews, lesson packs, individual chops and grooves, everything you can imagine, I have all of that waiting for you on orlandodrummer.com. It is an online drum school in the style of Netflix. Free 7-day trial at the link in the description. Check it out.